This was a crazy transformation video. Let's get into it. So he's been my client for a couple years now. He comes to me about every 2 to 3 months for his fade and braid service. So he went a little bit longer this time, just because he couldn't get in with me, so he had to go to somebody else in between. But he's back and we are doing our usual box braid and low fade service on him. I like to start with a strong middle part, and then from there I do 2 larger braids in the front. I just kind of like how it looks. Someone came in one day and showed me that style. They found it on Instagram or Google, and I was like, oh, you know what, I like that. I like how you have the 2 ones in the front. They're a little bit larger than the rest, but I think that it looks good. And I like how it goes over the shape up, and it kind of goes over the beard too. It's like a little accent piece. And I always try to braid it down as low as I can get it before putting any elastic band on the end to secure the braid in place. So we did the braid in the front, and now we are going to part that section in half. So I'll do that, and then I always kind of go in and check the diameter of each section just to make sure that it's nice and even, and then I'll make adjustments where necessary. And then here I am kind of pre-parting the hair and just kind of looking at the diameter of each section just to make sure that it's nice and even before I go in with any gel. Now I can do that because I'm happy and satisfied with the parts, and I just kind of do that to make sure the parts are clean and nice and crisp line. Then we're gonna break that section into 3 parts, and then we're gonna take the hair from the left and the right and then just put it under the middle and continue to do that till you get down to the bottom of the hair strand. So my client here, he likes when you kind of angle the braids to go towards the front. So that's why with the front braids, I'm just angling them forward so they kind of go over the front of the fade and kind of go in his face a little bit. He likes that. I would just check with your clients and see if they like the hair, some in the front, or if they want it all to the side. Just check before you begin the service. So now we're on the top section, the top row. So I'm doing 3 braids again on top of the other section, and I'm doing a brick lay pattern, which means that the partings aren't directly on top of each other. I find that this gives the style more movement, and I feel like it just looks like it just flows nicer, more freely. And again, with that front top braid, I am just kind of I start it in the center, but then I'm kind of braiding it to the side because he wants it to go in the front of his face. So I'm just following his requests. And then when you get to the other side, the other part has already been done, so we're just gonna mirror it and braid it all the way down. So this side, you literally just mirror all the other parts, and then it makes it super easy. So before I start the cut, I always comb down the hair and kind of like check out like the growth patterns and the densities throughout his head. And then I go in and I make my first guideline with the trimmers. And we're doing a low skin fade and we're dropping it in the back for him. Here I am making my second guideline with the no guard and the lever is all the way open. So to get out that line, then I just close the lever and then I start at the bottom and start hitting that line. And then, you know, I can go a little bit higher after that and then open the lever to like the middle point. My next guideline is with my number 1 guard. The lever is all the way closed to start it. So in between that, I did use my half guard to take out that line, but for some reason, I didn't get it on camera. So after this, I go in with the 1.5 guard. We start with it closed and start to hit that line. And then we open it up as we get closer to the top. My clients are like so funny because I feel like they just trust me a lot. So like he was like falling asleep. Like I kept having to like lift his head up. So he likes the top of his fade to be like a little bit darker than the rest. I was telling him we could still like take it down low, but like not too much to keep, you know, some like to keep it darker towards the top like he requested. But he was like, nah, like I really just don't want you to like touch the top of the fade too much. Just fade everything else into it. So I was just kind of giving him what he wanted and, you know, that's what he requested. So that's what I did. So I always recommend that my clients get like a little beard fade into the beard, you know, from like the fade on the sides and then the beard. It's just nice to have a nice gradient fade just so that everything goes like smoothly into each other. And then here I am doing his shape up. So I'm the barber that he goes to for like the braids and the haircut because my clients know that I really don't do styling services without the cut. The person that did it though, they did it very good but very, very sharp, and he did have a little bit of scarring, so I really only went over the stubble because I didn't want to like irritate his skin any further. So I just cleaned up the hairs like in front of the hairline pretty much for him. And then I went in and I hit the top with some mousse just to like really, you know, like set the braids in place and to take down any flyaways or anything like that. As you can see, he loved it at the end. I love when my clients, you know, love the work that I do, that I give them. I like how the fade came out despite leaving it dark at the top. I think it blended, you know, pretty smoothly into that. And, you know, it's nice and clean on both sides. The braids are going towards the front, like how he likes it. I loved how much he was like, you know, touching the braids at the end and just, you know, kept looking in the mirror. He really liked it, and making my clients happy means so much to me because I really love to make people, you know, feel good about themselves on the inside and, you know, on the outside. And if he feels good, then, you know, my job is done. And then I'm just doing some finishing touches. I just get the duster and get all the hairs off of his face and get some alcohol, clean up his hairline. And that is a little bit of aftershave. I love that thing, you know, that device. My client got it for me. And I put some of my homemade infused beard oils in there to hydrate his beard, give it a nice shine, strengthen it, moisturize it, you know, all that good stuff. So this is the end result. I really hope that you guys liked the video, and let me know what you want to see in the next one. If you want to see like some cornrows, if you want to see like a freestyle design, you know, whatever it is, just leave it in the comments, and you know, I'll get to it in the next video. All right, see you guys.